All right, you're live.
I would like to call the Wednesday, July 29th, 2020 Henrietta Town Board Special Permit Meeting to order. Please call the roll.
Councilmember Barley,
Aye.
Councilmember Stafford,
Here.
Councilmember Safranek,
Here.
Councilmember Bolsner,
Here.
Supervisor Schultz.
Here. We'll rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. First up, we have application number 2020-008, Riverwood Tech Campus LLC, 4545 East River Road, to construct a three-story building with a height of 45 feet, whereas town code permits only a height of 40 feet in an industrial zone district. Tax account number 174.03-2-1.122, or as more particularly described in plans on file in the town clerk's office. Do we have a representative?
You do.
Please identify yourself and who you're associated with.
Good evening, everyone. My name is James Creticos. I am with BME Associates. Also here with me this evening is Fred Rinaldi Jr. He's the applicant. We are very excited to be here after several months of tabling this meeting. We're here again, as the supervisor just noted, to request a special use permit for height on a new building we are planning to construct out at the Riverwood Tech Campus. If you recall, a couple of years ago, we started on project. Fred Sr. was here with us to kind of kick it off. And we've been revitalizing the existing complex out at the campus. And the Rinaldis have done an excellent job of filling the space and bringing a lot of new businesses to the area. With the success that they've had, they're looking to continue the development and build the fifth building out on the site. This was always kind of originally planned as part of our application, and now we're bringing it to fruition. One of the changes that did occur from our original plans, as the architect got more involved in, understanding the massing of the site and the historic architecture of the existing Riverwood building, and also due to the topography of where this building is located, we've elected to construct this building as a three-story building as opposed to the original one or two that we had originally looked at. However, to kind of reduce the impacts to the site, this building is going to be constructed on stilts. So the first floor level of the building will be open air. Generally, there will be a lobby area as well as the stair wells to the upper floors as for elevators and such. But the underground area, the first floor level, will be allowable for parking. So because of this parking that we're placing on the first floor, we're able to reduce some of the other impervious footprints on the site. As was noted, we're only looking for a 5-foot variance here, as well as to kind of understand the topography of the site is very critical to this application. For reference, the first floor elevation of the Riverwood Tech Campus, this isn't the one that is underground, but the first floor one you would enter into at the main entrance. That elevation is actually 5 feet higher than the third floor elevation of the building we're proposing to look at. So if you're on any of the upper floors in the existing Riverwood building, you would actually be looking slightly down onto the roof of this building as it is currently proposed. However, this does allow the upper level of the floor to kind of match in with the first floor levels of the other buildings and create more of a appropriate massing on the site, as opposed to basically constructing this would be in a hole where the whole building would be lower than the other building on site. We did provide a letter of intent with the application. It included all the information on all the factors that the board needs to consider. So if you guys have any questions on that, we would be more than happy to discuss those. The other thing about the site that we're just happy to kind of announce is we're beginning construction on the pedestrian bridge starting next week. We'll be staking that out and moving into construction. That was always part of something of the master plan for the town with the trail systems located along the Genesee River. So I know Fred probably would like to speak, but if there's any questions for me regarding any of the site design components, I would be more than happy to discuss.
Where is the pedestrian bridge?
The pedestrian bridge will take the trail that we've constructed right along the Genesee River. This pedestrian bridge crosses over the tributary on the north part of our site and will connect our property to the lodge at RIT.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you. And do we have a schedule yet for the squaring off of the intersection to Lehigh Station Road?
That is going to be driven by the New York State DOT. It's approximately scheduled to begin work in 2024. When that happens, we are still planning to realign the entrance into our site. Our site plans that we've submitted to the planning board for site plan review do include the approximate layout for that. But we obviously cannot do that construction until such a time. We were able to, obviously with this building and reducing the footprint, maintain the existing access drive into the site. So we're not going to be disturbing that or the existing northern entrance to Riverwood for this development, which was pretty important to us, which is another reason why we're here for the height variance.
And I assume you meant Monroe County DOT since it's
Yes.
county road?
Yes, I'm sorry.
No problem. Yeah, 250, for those people who aren't aware, Lehigh Station Road is only a state road from West Henrietta Road east. From West Henrietta Road west, it's a county route. So. Trying to get to the pictures. My eyes can't see super far. Dragon is getting old, right?
Yes.
So I don't seem to have those renderings in the packet here. On the, do I see green on the roof?
Yes.
No, not that. I'm looking at the rendering that Fred is standing in front of. So is it green infrastructure on the roof?
Yes, these are a bunch of images that we sent over to Jennifer this morning. So I don't know if they did have them. There's, I think, 5 or 6
If
numbers.
it's in there, I missed it.
I think it's on a separate, it's not in this one.
Oh, okay. That could be.
This is what they're showing on the screen right now. Or
Yeah,
some of
perfect.
these. So this is looking from above the existing Riverwood Tech Campus down at the new building there. And then obviously the lodge is up kind of midway to the left.
Mhm.
You can kind of see how the buildings create like a relative size to each other with this.
That's the one I was interested in. Go ahead, Fred. Did you want to talk about the green infrastructure?
Yes, good evening. Just these renderings that we prepared for review tonight show that we're reviewing several studies options for the treatment of the roof, given the fact that Building D, or the Alstom building, which is roughly 500 feet from the closest corner of the newly proposed building, the topography will create a environment where they'll be looking down and across the roof. So we're going to be reviewing several applications where, through a combination of green roofscape and other treatments to soften the industrial functions, like the air handlers, et cetera, it'll be pleasant. The space planning for every tenant within the campus has placed tremendous priority on the quality of life for the employees, and access to natural light, positioning, and equity throughout the space has been so critical. So to challenge their view across that scape would be a mistake. So we will be reviewing several applications to make the roof beautiful.
Great. Other board members, do you have questions?
Are you going to have access to the roof then if you do that?
If
If you
we
put the green up there, or are people going to be able to go up there at lunchtime or whatever and sit outside? Is there going to be access, or is it just a visual for the building, for the other buildings to see?
So we're going through our code review right now. So as long as I can maintain efficiencies, our buildings enjoy a very low loss or load factor.
Uh-huh.
And so we want to make sure that this one shares that same characteristic, because that means that every square inch of that space is usable, or the majority of it is. So if we can, through our code review, provide access to the roof, what a spectacular amenity. Each building kind of has its own little thing, its own special quarter. Some people have outdoor features. Some people have access to the indoor amenities that are literally at their doorstep, the gyms, basketball court, et cetera. This one, I want this one to have the same privilege. This is the only building that won't enjoy connection through the underground corridors, which connect all the buildings. And there's something awesome about the way that the tenants collaborate, interface. So I want there to be something special here. And this was an obvious application. So if we do it, it would. And so we're going to work hard to make that happen.
Looks like a beautiful building from what I've got here. How big is the building itself? I know you want to go 45 feet, but how many square feet?
So each floor, each of the 2 floors are roughly 40,000 square feet.
So for the stilts, how high are those and what are they secured with?
So they're a combination of concrete and steel, so steel infrastructure. And what we've learned through underground parking, we have a similar style building. This will be a little more high tech. We have a similar style building we're building in Victor, New York right now at our High Point project, which enjoys underground parking. People like having the space. So we'll have at the bottom of joist will probably be close to 11 and a half feet, which would be nice.
We've been talking a little bit about, the electric cars coming. Are you going to set up stations for electric cars?
Yes, we're in phase 2 of our charging stations right now. And so we have roughly a dozen plus right now with 3 times that slated for over the next 12 months. And what we're doing is we're responding to the pattern of use. We've hit a little lag here because the summertime is when, we enjoy, people feel a little more communicative when I'm walking in. So our studies, we've, Bergman Associates helps us with our parking analysis reviews. And so we've had to table some of the studies. So right now, we have the conduit allocated to have about 3 dozen.
Okay, that's what we were actually talking about. You at least have the conduit
yeah.
set up so you're set to go when it's needed.
Without question. One of the things that we did early on, which I'm very proud of, is we set up for diversity and redundancy in the fiber, and set up and ran trenches for the unknown, which includes electric car charging stations, green infrastructure, stations for bike repair and other things. So they're rhythm throughout the entire project.
Beautiful.
Even in the green portions, down in the waterways and things like that.
And
There's that. They also have a kind of flower petal solar panel. It deploys like a flower, opens up and tracks the sun. So it's if you haven't been to the campus, it's
Right.
worth a visit.
when I've driven through the campus, you guys have done a very good, beautiful, nice job over there.
We're having a lot of fun. We've got a lot of contractor empathy. People are very proud of having worked on there. They're excited that there's a new building.
Right.
We didn't forecast to have been leased up this quick. We activated a lot of space very, very quickly. We learned the building very, very quickly. And we're having a lot of fun. So the opportunity to give my father another building to keep in the dirt with, he's very excited. And we're the tenant mix. If you haven't driven out there and looked at the monument sign that sits on River Road, it's such awesome technology firms and a nice mix of technology firms. And so we're excited to get people back on campus so we can keep embellishing.
Very good. I came out to the grand opening. It's a
cool,
very
right?
nice complex it is. Yeah.
So the waterway, which James had mentioned that we're putting the bridge in, we had all these awesome plans for the summer to activate the waterways. We just purchased a 40-year-old surf shop at the north end of Canandaigua Lake called Canandaigua Sailboarding. So I've got 40 boards in the toy storage at the campus that we're not able to use as of yet. So we're going to do some fun kind of back to school programming, we'll call it, when we get and hope that we can start bringing people back to the campus. But we're just, we feel a little bit bad. We feel a little,
Right.
It's just everything you're experiencing
Right.
with this. So we're excited for some return to normalcy here. But
Yeah.
but the part of what provides faith in this is having them see us continue, momentum. So we're going to share this with this will be in our communications to the tenants, and we want people to see us moving out there. And so we're out there every day, even if there's no people on the campus.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Any other questions from board members? Any questions from the audience? And that includes the online audience.
There are no questions from the online audience.
Okay, I just have a note that I am an investor in one of the companies that is a tenant at this facility, so I will be abstaining. They're already located, they're in another building. It doesn't necessarily really affect, but rather play it safe than sorry.
Thanks for letting us know.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
No, sir.
Can I get a motion?
Supervisor, I make a motion to approve application 2020-008, the Riverwood Tech Campus LLC, 4545 East River Road, to construct a 3-story building with a height of 45 feet, whereas the town code only permits the height of 40 in an industrial zone district. Tax account number 174.03-2-1.122, or as more particularly described in plans and file at the town clerk's office.
Second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Councilmember Barley,
Aye.
Councilmember Stafford,
Aye.
Councilmember Safranek,
Aye.
Councilmember Bolzner,
Aye.
Supervisor Schultz.
Jane. Congratulations. I will say the town couldn't ask for better partners in you and your father. You know, that I used to always be depressed driving past that facility when it was mothballed, and I'd gone on a tour of it just after you guys had acquired it, you know, where there was some broken glass. There were plants growing inside the hallways, not in planters.
Right.
There were animals scurrying as you walked down the hall. It had a zombie apocalypse kind of feel to it. And when you walk through it now, it's vibrant, it's full, it's, again, you could almost hold this up as a model of how revitalization should be done in a town. So, you know, again, I applaud you guys and look forward to seeing this building go up and get full and see what you guys have planned for next.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate the support, and this is just such an incredible team effort. I mean, we will make a conscious effort to broadcast everybody who has been involved here, because this has been quite a thing. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up, we have application number 2020-20. Paradise Nails, 2128 East Henrietta Road, to operate a nail salon in a commercial B2 zone district, tax account number 162.14-2-64, or as more particularly described in plans on file in the town clerk's office. Planned hours of operation are Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. If you could identify yourself and who you're here with.
I am Stanley Pinkowski.
Could you please step up to the microphone?
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
Stanley Pinkowski, and this is Matthew DeAngelis.
Matthew DeAngelis.
Want to step up and tell us about what you're looking to do?
We're looking to open up a nail
You
salon.
need to be right at the
Oh, sorry.
microphone.
We're looking to open up the nail salon over there. We acquired the building about a year ago. It was I think it was a doctor's office, and yeah, we're just trying to start something new.
Have you done this before? Have you run nail salons?
No, my sister, she has been in the business for about 30 years now, so she's mostly likely going to manage it for us.
Mhm.
But we haven't even looked into hiring anybody yet because of everything that's going on in the world, that we're just trying to get it all ready to go.
Yeah.
So
I'm just looking at the street side to see which of the buildings it is.
okay. It's right next to Allstate.
Yep. Right across from Mama G's.
Correct.
Questions?
It's a big venture for you. Never did nails. You bought this building and you're gonna let somebody else manage it, huh?
Yeah, yeah. My sister's very good at what she does, and yeah, we had the opportunity to purchase the building at the right price,
Okay.
and we couldn't pass on it.
Oh,
So the area is up and coming, and we want to be a part of it.
Well, we want that area
So,
to be up and coming.
that's-
That's a great idea.
So that's what it is.
Okay.
So we're
Well, good
gonna,
for you.
we're gonna give it a shot. You know?
Right.
Don, is this a special permit because it's not expressly listed under the allowed uses?
Yeah, I would assume it's one of those extra, under the group of
The
other
catch-alls,
commercial.
right, other
Yeah,
commercial, yep. Because it's in a commercial district, but
right.
I guess they didn't list nail salons as a specific allowed use. Yeah, so I mean, basically, again, the only reason you're here is because our town code doesn't list every single
Correct.
potential
Yep.
type of commercial entity, so. I see absolutely no issues with this. I don't know if anybody has any further questions.
Just one. Are you gonna do a lot of renovations to the building outside? or-
Outside, eventually, yes, we plan on redoing the siding and everything. For the most part, we already put just new shingles on the outside,
Okay.
and the inside, we tore out some drywall and just put new drywall up. It was
All right,
it's very old in there.
all right. Well,
So,
thanks.
but yeah, it's all gonna be all looking nice.
Do you have an idea of how many stations you'll have?
I think around 6 to 8.
Oh, okay.
So
I assume initially it's lower because of COVID.
yes,
Mhm.
yes, we're starting off small and then gradually as we can, put more tables in because of everything. So,
Right?
Okay.
Any other questions? Hearing none, can I get a motion?
Mr. Supervisor, I move to approve application 2020-020, Paradise Nails, 2128 Eastern Union Road, to operate a nail salon in a commercial B2 zone district. Tax account number 162.14-2-64, or as more particularly described in plans on file at the town clerk's office. Plan hours of operation are Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, please call the roll. What's it?
We're gonna ask.
Oh, yeah, good point. Anybody in the audience?
Yeah.
There is not,
Okay,
and not in the virtual audience. Any questions?
right. Hearing no further questions, please call the roll.
Councilmember Barley,
Aye.
Councilmember Stafford,
Aye.
Councilmember Safranik,
Aye.
Councilmember Bolsner,
Aye.
Supervisor Schultz.
Aye. Congratulations.
thank
Welcome
you.
to town.
I appreciate it.
Good luck.
If you send me an email at supervisor@henrietta.org, I can hook you up with the Henrietta Chamber of Commerce. They might have some stuff that they can help you with,
Okay,
including if you need some disposable masks for when you first open.
okay. Thank you. I
Um,
appreciate that.
And then they also can, arrange a ribbon cutting if you'd like to do something along those lines.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Okay. That concludes the Wednesday, July 29th, 2020 Henrietta Town Board Special Permit Meeting.
Have a little break so I can find where my town board